The most talked about show in Hollywood. 3 words. Television show. Watch. Hour. Time. Pantomime quiz time. Yes, friends, it's Mike Stokey's Pantomime Quiz Time with regulars Adele Jerkins, Hans Conried, Vincent Price, and Jackie Coogan, and a panel of 4 of your favorite guest stars on the oldest and most honored show in the movie cabinet. And here to start off tonight's festivities is your host, Mike Stokey.
Thank you, Ed Rogers, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pantomime Quiz. We got our regulars, we got our guests. I want you to meet them, then we'll get right underway with our show. You know our regulars, of course, but I want to introduce them to you personally again. Here we go.
Penny to $1 million. Raleigh cigarettes, the pack with a coupon on the back. And hear this. If you had $1 million, $1 million, you couldn't buy a better cigarette than Raleigh. Raleigh and the W.A. Schaefer Pen Company present television's exciting new game, Penny to $1 million. And now, with exactly $1 million in his jeans, here is Raleigh's man of means, Bill Goodwin.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jay Stewart. Your voice is cracking. Welcome to Penny to $1 million, where we start them off with one little penny and hope they'll run it up to $1 million or $10,000 cash. Our contestants are picked from our studio audience, folks. A lovely group of people. I want you to take a good look at them now. They're wonderful folks from all over, from Arlington, Virginia to Pocatello, Idaho. And 2 of our contestants can walk out of ABC Studios tonight with $10,000 in cash. We're going to play that game shortly, too. But now, you home viewers, here's your chance to get something for free.
Stand by. Here's the song all America's waiting for. Tonight's mystery melody worth $10,000. Of that song. Well, friends, stay right where you are. You may be called at home.
J.B. Watch Band, your jeweler's best value in expansion bands. And using Century shirts with a revolutionary soft collar that won't wrinkle ever, Anson Jewelry for Men, the brand of the well-dressed man, presents Stop the Music! And the star of our show, Bert Park.
And welcome to Stop the Music. And while our first contestant is brought on stage, here's our lovely singing star, J.P. Morgan, to start the show.
Last week, our visiting champion from Italy, Giovanna Ferrara, whose category is American history, answered the $1,000 question. Tonight, she's back to tell us whether she'll take her $1,000 or leave it and try for $2,000 on her march to the $64,000 question. And our brush salesman from the Bronx, Wilton J. Springer, whose category is drama, answered his $2,000 question. Tonight, he's back to tell us if he'll take his $2,000 or leave it and try for $4,000 on his march to the $64,000 question. Revlon, the greatest name in cosmetics, presents the 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Yes, the $64,000 question.
If it's the finest of its kind in cosmetics, it's by Revlon. And tonight, Revlon brings you a fabulous announcement, the most breathtaking value in the history of cosmetics.
And now, the star of our show, where knowledge is king and the reward king size, Hal March.
Thank you and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm really looking forward to tonight's show, so if you don't mind, let's get going. Bill, who is Revlon's first guest?
Sylvania, pioneer in light, sight, and sound, invites you to join the fun as we play America's #1 party game, Beat the Clock, starring America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Collier.
Welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you can have the time of your life playing against time for big-time prizes. We have a couple of contestants from last week here tonight who had a chance to practice their stunt all week. How are you there?
Oh, how's pretty good.
Nice to have you back. It was Mr. and Mrs. Grieger, that's right. Do you have your card there, Mr. Grieger? Well, it's nice to have you back. You live in Baltimore, Maryland. Right. Did you come up specially for the show tonight?
Oh, yes.
Did you practice the stunt at home?
A little bit.
Only a little bit?
We couldn't get any right-sized pillows.
Oh, you couldn't get any right-sized pillows. Well, it did involve pillows. You're perfectly right. Well, we'll see just how soft a proposition it'll be for you in just a few minutes, but... Say, what's this?
David Wine presents Jan Murray, starring in $1 a Second. Hi, folks. I'm Ken Roberts. Jan will be with you in just a moment. First, I'd like you to take a look at these.
Do you trust your wife?
Well, do you?
It's possible for you to retire for life on Do You Trust Your Wife? Brought to you by L&M. Get full, exciting flavor through the Miracle Tip. Live modern. Smoke L&M. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, a husband, by knowing whether to trust his wife, can possibly retire for life. Yes, our trust fund question pays $100 a week every week for an entire year. And the trust fund winner may return and keep winning an additional year's income until he is defeated. Returning to compete with tonight's winning couple to try for $100 a week for a 5th year, our construction company technician Eric Good and his wife Helena.
From Hollywood, the ABC Television Network presents Dr. IQ, the Mental Banker.
I have a lady doctor. I have a gentleman doctor.
And I have silver dollars for your correct answers. And here he is, the wise man with a friendly smile, Dr. IQ.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. We greet you from AVC Television Center in Hollywood. Our program is entirely unrehearsed. We suggest you people at home play right along with our studio contestants to see how many silver dollars you could win. Out in the audience are my two lovely assistants with their portable microphones. I'd like you to meet them right now. On my left, Miss Sue England.
Thank you, doctor.
And on my right, Miss Carol Byron.
Thank you, doctor.
I'd like to remind you that sometime during our program tonight, you will hear this signal. Listen. Now, when you hear that signal, whoever I'm talking to at the time will have the opportunity of spinning the wisdom wheel and winning up to $100 in cash. Let's begin our program this evening as we go first to my left and Miss Sue England.
Okay, Mother, it's your time of day. Okay, Mother, time to have your say. The Problem Playhouse lets you wear your views. The guest consultant with all the latest. So join in the fun, everyone, with laughs, problems, and funny games. So okay, Mother, we're presenting Dennis James.
Okay, now, who makes the cooling lemonade? Who's the gal we'll never trade? Well, it's 1 o'clock, your time of day. Time for you mothers to have your say. Okay, Mother!
Okay, Dennis!
Sounds like a slow motor getting started, but we'll get started. All of you girls at home, now take it easy, relax, and settle back. You know, it's warm weather. No work for you from 1 to 1:30 every day. It's Mother's Day. No dishes to do, no lunch to prepare. Just sit back. All our entertainers here will entertain you. Okay, Mother?
Okay,
All right. All right, girls, first of all, here's Julia Me. I'll give her a big hand just to limber you up and her. If I could be that beautiful, I could make $1 million in television. You know that? Speak to us, Julia. Go ahead.
Welch's, the greatest name in products of the grape. Makers of Welch's Family Wine presents On Your Way. And here's the man to help you on your way, your good friend and host, Bud Collier.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again on behalf of Welch's Family Wine to On Your Way. And let's get on our way and find out how our show works by meeting our first contestant right away.
Well, Bud, I would like you to meet Miss Breon Savoy and Miss Patricia Morgan. Gang, meet them tonight.
Can you place to face this busy artist is sketching? It's lovely Joanne Gilbert, Hollywood's newest singing and dancing sensation. And oh, the artist. Will you turn around, sir, so that we can place your face? Why, it's the Rumba King, Xavier Kugai. But will they be able to place faces from their pasts? We'll find out right now on Place the Face. Yes, the spring of the curl proves it's a prawn. The easy, new, self-neutralizing Home Permanent and White Rain, the wonderful new lotion shampoo that leaves your hair sunshine bright, present Place the Face, starring Bill Cullen.
Welcome, everybody, to another session of Place to Face, and I want to say I'm happy to be here. This commuting every week from New York to Los Angeles to do this show really gets interesting because I've found out things about this country of ours I never before knew. I used to think that we used to have New York on one end and Los Angeles on the other end and nothing but a lot of sand and mountains in between. But I know different now because we stopped for gas in a little place right about in the middle. It's called the Chicago Municipal Airport, and it's a beautiful place, and I wouldn't be surprised if they build a city there someday.
Today, these four bargain hunters match their shopping skills as Leva Brothers, makers of new blue liquid whisk that gets all the family wash really clean. And Dove, the amazing beauty discovery that creams your skin while you wash, presents The Price is Right, the exciting game of bidding, buying, and bargaining with your host, Bill Cullen.
Thank you all. Thank you, and welcome, and welcome, and welcome. Hey. I'll tell you. Please. Thank you, I will run. Thank you ever so much, Mike Pardo. It's a real pleasure, and welcome everybody to The Price is Right. A little bit later on, we're going to announce the winner of the Hollywood Showcase. However, right now, I'd like you to meet our four bargain hunters. Yesterday's winner, and back for his fourth consecutive day, he's well on his way to establishing a brand new record, Mr. Charles Kraft, a photographer, with $4,221 worth of merchandise. Yeah.
Would you like to be queen for a day? From the famous Moulin Rouge in Hollywood, one of the world's greatest show places, the National Broadcasting Company presents this portion of Queen for a Day, the Cinderella Show, starring Jack Bailey.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. You're supposed to clap right there. Right there is where you clap. Clap that clap. Gee, I forgot to tell them to clap. Really? Watch the applause sign. Thank you. Welcome once again to Queen for a Day. You know, the crown is ready, so is the throne, so are we. And all we have to do is sort of have the ladies get up here, tell us what they want. If they're queen, then our audience makes a decision, but we can help out by talking to each one of these ladies in turn. That's precisely why we're here. And we're going to have a little talk. Oh, boy. Did you get a good, big, deep breath? Well, you look so cute and shaky. Don't worry about a thing. Is that a new dress? It looks wonderful.
Hi. You know me, Warren Hull, Strike It Rich. We've all seen a lot of terrible headlines in the papers the last few days. There's one headline that I want you to take a look at. It was in the Herald Tribune, the New York Herald Tribune, this last Sunday. And it's one that we're going to be concerned with today. Token Camp washed away, 35 missing. Now, the Reverend Davis, the owner and the founder of that camp, will be here to Strike It Rich, and I sure hope he does.
From New York City, live, it's Striking Rich.
In front of you is a curtain. Behind that curtain are treasures, fantastic treasures worth over $50,000. The National Broadcasting Company is proud to present Treasure Hunt. And now, here's the star of our show, Jan Murray.
Thank you, my friends. Good morning and welcome once again to Treasure Hunt. Now, let's meet first our current champion, a housewife from Glen Rock, New Jersey, Mrs. Sarah Evans, and a brand new opponent, a housewife from Parkersville, West Virginia, Mrs. Bessie Baker. Let's say hello.
Don't twist that dial. Stick around and smile, because now it's time for Truth or Consequences. Brought to you live from Hollywood by the makers of Old Gold Regulars, Old Gold King Size, and the newest filter cigarette you can buy, Old Gold Filter King. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the star of our show, and here he is, Jack Bailey.
Bobby saucers and stuff. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to America's #1 television fun game, Truth or Consequences. And boy, have we got a show lined up for you tonight. Not only will we find out whether or not my twin, Mr. George Benson, found the right Chinese laundry in Boston, Massachusetts, and is a good juggler, but we'll also have a special guest. Now, all of our contestants are in a soundproof booth. We have as our special guest one of the greatest all-around athletes of the past century, Mr. Bob Mathias, Olympic champion, and he's going to be on the show. So by all means, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for the fun and excitement. But right now, though,
Good evening. I'm Jack Barry. Tonight, Hank Bloomgarten, who has so far won $116,000, will play a fourth tie game against Harold Craig at $2,000 a point. Much could be won or lost in just a matter of moments. To learn the outcome, let's meet our first two players as Geritol, the high-potency tonic that helps you feel stronger fast, presents 21.
Back for the third week, Mr. Harold Craig. And returning with $116,000, Mr. Hank Bloomgarten.
Gentlemen, welcome back to 21. That thunderous reception from our studio audience indicates that both of you are well liked by all audiences and are having a hard job deciding who they want to win on or lose on this program.
It's time now for Sam Levinson. In the wonderful fun and answer game, 2 for the money. And now here's the star of our show, America's favorite family humorist, Sam Levinson.
And now, What's My Line? Brought to you by Stop at Spray Deodorant. Poof, there goes perspiration. Poof Deodorant Body Powder, the body powder you spray. The Nest Shampoo, the new flowing cream shampoo. All in the first truly functional cosmetic containers, far easier to use. All created by Dr. Jules Montagnier, the famous cosmetic chemist. Time now to enjoy What's My Line?
Now let's meet our What's My Line panel of well-known personalities whose lines you already know. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in the New York Journal American and papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
And on
on my left, a gentleman whose very, very funny new book, Good for a Laugh, will be on sale all over the country tomorrow morning, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
On my left is a very glamorous young lady who was one of the chief inspirations for that book, Miss Arlene Francie.
Able to watch the ball game today because his television set went on the blink. Hal, sad sack, blocked.
Well, thank you, Arlene. I won't say that my set was under bum, but those bums were sure all over the set. And on my left, one of my favorite baseball fans, this is a man who just came from the dentist and he's still worrying about the Yanks, John Daly.
At Gloria Lockerman, $16,000 winner on spelling. Bill Pearson, $64,000 winner on great art. And you'll meet our newest champion on American history, Floyd Yeomans, who's back to tell us whether he'll quit with his $16,000 or give the ex-champ, Stephen Froelich, a rematch at $32,000 on the $64,000 Challenge. Brought to you by Revlon.
Remember, if it's the finest of its kind in cosmetics, it's by Revlon.
And now, the star of our show, where challenger meets champion, with $64,000 at stake, Sonny Fox.
Thank you very much. Good evening and good evening and welcome.